my life vlog. This week has actually been okay. I guess I just been depressed. I feel like with Donald Trump coming into office, not that this is a political video, there has just been a lot of fear and despair in the air. Um, like obviously I live in California. I'm a whitey. I'm good, right? My rights aren't being taken away. Well, they are, but not in the sense like, hey, that Mexican guy down the street. Hey, that black guy down the street, right? But there is a part of me who looks at my neighborhood and I go, well, I live in a diverse neighborhood. I have a Mexican family across the street, Asian neighbors, black people down the street, right? And I see all the fear and anger, and I see the way this party is, throwing out Nazi salutes. Selena Gomez is crying about the way immigrants are being treated in this country on social media, and you got fucking U.S. senators calling to deport her. Like, same thing with that bishop at church that was told Donald Trump to have empathy, asking to deport her. American citizens, like, it really is a horrific time, and it's gonna be like that for the next 4 years. And part of me is like, I don't have an outlet, in the sense that my family is very far right. They support a lot of this disgusting behavior, and I think that it's just sad, and I'm just trying to figure out. I've debated on starting a political channel addressing some of these issues, but I'm also someone who's not so educated in that subject that I won't misspeak at some point and people will use that against me, so that's not something I really want to do. But I am just frustrated and I want to find outlet creatively to get my mind off things. I'm trying to do other things as well. Yesterday I went to see The Brutalist, and IMAX was incredible. There's actually a regular, so my theater I work at, we don't have an IMAX screen. Regular who comes to my theater, when he actually showed up the same day, and we were watching the movie in there. So it was just us two, and then an older couple. It was just us four in this theater. I was in the very back, but because that's where the handicap seat. So there's like handicap seats at the bottom, and then there's handicap seats up the stairs. Handicap seats at the bottom are horrible because if you know an IMAX screen, like, they're huge. And so when you're trying to watch an IMAX movie like that, your eyes are going to burn if you're sitting that close to the screen. Where if you're lower, that's what's going to happen. But if you're higher up, it's not going to happen. So one of the first IMAX movies I ever went to was The Batman. I don't know why it was the first. I guess I just never thought about going to an IMAX screen because, well, we live in we have 5 theaters in this town. What's the difference, But I saw that in IMAX because they had a fan screening, one night only, like a Wednesday night, and we went, me and my dad, my brothers, because my brother's a huge Batman fan, and we all went. Or actually, no, my one brother didn't go. He was a huge Batman fan. I'm getting that wrong. But like sitting at the bottom watching a 3-hour movie like that, eyes burnt. And The Brutalist is over 3 hours, so it would have been even worse. So I went. I had a great time. I had an intermission. I actually did something I don't normally do. I bought concessions. Just because, I'm sitting there for 4 hours. Like, why not get a popcorn, this kind of stuff? It was something that just felt nice to support a theater. Because, they don't get a lot of money from the ticket sales. And I don't know, because I was there so long, I bought a drink and I bought some concessions items. I actually don't know if you can see it. One of the concessions items I bought is a Transformers Bumblebee popcorn bucket from that animated Transformers movie that came out, which I really loved. That movie did not do so well. I guess they still had them. They were talking about maybe we should mark them down. They can't get rid of them, but I figured it was $20. I'm going to get a popcorn anyways. Might as well get it. It is really cool. And while I was there, I did actually go over to Target. I ordered this Kermit the Frog on Amazon. Or not Amazon, Target. And I bought him and picked him up. He's really cool. Actually, let me get him so you can kind of see him. So he's meant to go on your bed, but I'm not gonna put him on my bed because I sleep in my bed, and that sounds really uncomfortable. But if I was a child and I love sleeping with stuffed animals, he's a little creepy just because the way these are meant to lay on your bed like this. But he looks dead. Looks so creepy, and then his mouth is stitched shut, so it kind of looks a little wrong. Like maybe someone stuffed Kermit and then stitched his fucking mouth shut. But I love Kermit and I love Muppets. And if you give me anything with Muppets, I will love you forever. So, in fact, honestly, at this point, I think I'm gonna. In fact, this is for all my future wives and girlfriends out there. And yes, I did say wives. It's gonna happen. No, I'm kidding. Get me Muppets, and you're eating good in the bedroom tonight. No, I'm kidding. That's not true. But I do love me some Muppets. So, yeah, I don't know. I also mentioned in the last video. I think I mentioned this last video. Felt very burnt out on videos I was trying to record, just because I was watching so many shows. Right now, I'm feeling a lot better on that, in the sense that I finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Finished that today. Today, I watched one of the last episodes of 1923. I finished watching Yellowstone, season 1 anyways. And tomorrow I'll finish 1923. So right now I'm still watching Superman the Animated Series. Watching that. I'm watching regular show, but I'm on the last season, and I will be done by the very early part of next month. I think February 8th I'll be finished watching that show. Then I'll finish King of the Hill. I'm on that last season. That will be finished watching next month. And I'm on season 3 of Malcolm in the Middle. But, so, by the end of next month, I will basically only be watching Superman the Animated Series and Malcolm in the Middle. And that will be so much easier. And then I'll be watching Smallville and Futurama in there and a couple other shows. But that will cut down on my load of shows. So, yeah. Which I'm really appreciating, because the thing is, I try to pride myself on, hey, let me watch one movie per day. And I cannot do that with the schedule that I've given myself with these shows. And it's been impossible. But eventually, even Superman the Animated Series, I'll be done watching that by the end of next month. And then I will only be watching Malcolm in the Middle and Futurama and Smallville. 3 shows, 2 of which I'm only watching an episode a day. So that's basically 2 hours of TV a day, which is, on an average day, I wake up at 6 a.m., I turn on episodes of TV show, lay in bed, then about 8 a.m. I start getting ready for the day. Or if I'm going to work, I leave the TV on, watch those episodes of the show in the background while I'm getting ready for the day. Whatever it is, those get watched. And it makes my day a lot easier. And so, yeah, and I used to try to watch a movie before I go to work, but that got hard because, I'd pop in a movie and I wouldn't get to finish it. Where a TV show, I feel like, alright, I can leave 10 minutes left in the episode, come back. Especially if I'm watching on streaming, right? I'll hold my place. But a movie, I'll pull out a disc. It may not hold my place. And then you kind of have to rewind it just the right part. And that's a hassle. I don't really like doing that. So that's why I go home, I watch a movie, And the other hard part for me is when I watch movies at home, I'm also trying to cram in the movies I need to watch for videos. Sure, I'm excited to review Lilo and Stitch next week, or in a couple weeks, right? But that's still, not fun in the sense of it's a fun movie to rewatch, and I love doing it. But I'm having to analyze it, too, while I'm watching it. I'm having to use this part of my brain that's not meant for enjoying, it's meant for criticizing, and it just kind of takes over the other part. And so that's kind of the hard part with everything I watch in terms of videos. But I'm working on it. I think I'm doing a better job. I think by March I will have cleaned up my TV watching schedule, and it'll be a lot easier to watch certain things I need to watch for videos. So much going on, a lot of stress. Work's going good, I guess. It's a little bit slower, but we are about to pick up in a couple weeks for Captain America, which I can't wait. So, yeah, and that's kind of everything. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.